Okay, consider this a interlude video. This is a list I'm putting in a top 5. Let me know as we're coming into 10 days before 11/11 what you want reviewed. ISN H40 is one that's going to be coming up. I got the TRN V90S. I've got some other stuff, so if you guys want to see full reviews and you've been waiting and patiently, go ahead and put it in, and I'll tally it up and go in the order that the people request. Budget is, it's got a massive army of followers because it's budget and it's affordable and it's usually good stuff. And good stuff is popular, not like der. And then there's between that, and then there's the expensive stuff, and people buy that because sometimes it is quite good, and then there's this image that it's good because it's expensive. So some people jump right over the middle, and part of the middle would be the $200 to $300 range, and I've never done a video for that. Didn't know until I searched my own channel. Just hit the little search bar right here, and I don't have anything for that, so I will do one now. Number 1 would be the Manguard T. It's a 6-balance armature, 1 dynamic driver, and you're looking at it right now. And let's see the graph. I could go looking for the graphs, but I'm gonna do this real quick. This is sub bass emphasized, but it's got proper mid bass. It's got very nice mids. It's got transition into from the upper mids into the treble that's fucking brilliant, and then it's got a late treble that is almost like a carbon copy of the $2,000 AEW Canary, which is in my S tier, and I like it a lot. This is a very, very good set, period. And in its price range, it's the boss for me. I'm not sure what it is right now. I think it's around $299. It'll play pretty much anything. It's not offensive. It's an absolutely fantastic set. I saw somebody comparing something with this. I won't. I'll just move along from that. Very good set across the board. Recommend it a lot. Next on the list would be the Thea Audio L5, and this is a subdued bass relative to the Manguard. It does have mid bass though. It's got a very nice tuning similar to the Tri-Bridge by Thea, with a little less energy going from the mid bass. Just a little bit from the mid bass to the treble, and then beyond 2K is subdued compared to the other two. I believe it's got a darker, thicker sound, but it's not so dark. This is 1DD4BA. The Neo by 64 Audio is, what is that, 7 or 8? I can't recall. That's a smooth in its stock module configuration, and it dings a little bit because some of the micro details are not there. I like 64 Audio. I have a couple ranked really high. The Tia Trio, Tia Forte, they do got their kind of odd graphing, but they sound great the way that they present. They're immersive audio experiences. The 64 Neo is a great offering for its price at a time when people are hurting financially. It's great. It looks beautiful. I think the L5 does what it's trying to do better. I think it's got the dark and the thickness, but I still get the details that I want, and I don't really get it from the Neo, which is much more expensive, so I like the L5. Next on the list would be, is this dog going to start getting... This is the Shozy B2, and this is kind of underground. It never really took off. I didn't follow up and do other videos. Other stuff came right behind it, and there was stuff going on at the time, but I knew that by the end of the year I would do a The Others video, like stuff that never took off but maybe should have. This is, as it says in the title, Belon 03 DNA detected. I gotta find the graph. It's got good bass. It's got tonality similar to the Belon 03, and it's God, I gotta find the graph so that you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about, or just redo it. I liked it immediately. It's a single dynamic driver. It's got that cohesiveness, no sense of multiple drivers going on. It's a very, very good set. It absolutely looks gorgeous too, so if you have not heard about it, you might want to talk to someone that may have heard it. I like it a lot. It's one of my recs in this price range. Another one would be the new 2001. This would be the fun set of the ones The 4001 I didn't like. The 3001. See if I had an odd experience where they commented in the videos that I was enthusiastic about. I'm talking about Dunu. And then the ones that I wasn't enthusiastic, like the 4001, they didn't comment. So a little too clear, man. Like, I don't know. But anyway, the 2001 is slightly V-shaped. It's got elevated bass, elevated treble, but the mid penalty isn't really that bad. It's got a beryllium driver, and you can turn it into crazy if you want to, if you're into EDM, trip hop. But it plays really anything, so I'd recommend it. And then the final one would be the, let me go ahead and use Critical here, the Sony N3AP. So we're getting out of Chi-Fi, just for the hell of it. Throw one non-Chi-Fi in there at its price range. It does have elevated bass, and it's not the most resolving set, but I fucking love it. I've loved it all the time. I've got the version that has a balance cable, which is called the N3AB. It doesn't step wrong in any particular area except for maybe the elevated bass, but this is a predecessor to the Z1R, where the driver is facing directly into your ear and that they've got it running through a tube. It's fascinating. Plus, they've got one balanced armature taking care of the treble instead of the mids like they did in the Z1R. And I recommend it in its price range. So the Mangard T, the Thea L5, the Shozi B2, the Dunu 2001, and the Sony N3A P or B, depending on the price, in this price range are my recs. And you guys have a good one. Next video is going to be what you request, because you comment below, or it'll be the TRN V90S, which I'm not sure I'm going to wreck this. It's not, I don't know. Anyway, leave your comments below. And this is like an interlude in between. I got stuff coming, and I got a surprise coming too. I maybe have a budget beast coming. Finally. Hopefully. Please. Please. Finally. And I'm out.